Beardy reviews DmC.
Alright, let's get the inevitable comparisons of the old Devil May Cry series and new DmC out of the way first.
DmC received a lot of vocal criticism for Dante's new look and his more brazen attitude, but his new look and his more antagonistic nature fits in the world that developer Ninja Theory have crafted. And sure, he's a bit more vulgar than old Dante.
You don't look a day over 12,000.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Well, okay, a lot more vulgar than old Dante, but Ninja Theory have done an amazing job at actually making him into a more human character at the same time. He's not simply a repository of arrogance, sarcasm, and one-liners. I mean, those are all there, but he has a depth of character that just wasn't present in previous Devil May Cry games. And before anyone tries to put any kind of stupid or silly labels on DmC, just remember this scene from Dante's Awakening.
Jester's gonna spank you, but spank you on the bar.
The game also attracted a lot of negative attention for its combat system, but after playing the game through, I would have to say that those complaints are mostly unfounded. The combat system in DmC is more freeform and open than that of previous entries in the series. Combat in DmC involves the use of Rebellion, Dante's signature sword, as well as angel weapons and demon weapons, which are activated by the left and right triggers respectively. Angel weapons focus more on crowd control and manipulating the battlefield, whereas devil weapons focus on brute strength and stopping power. You unlock a number of different angel and demon weapons throughout the story, and you can even switch between different angel or demon weapons mid-combo. There's also a grapple mechanic, which lets you pull an enemy to you or pull yourself to an enemy. This makes moving around the battlefield and manipulating on the fly very easy. The potential for this combat system is almost limitless. It was fairly common to hear me say, "That was fucking awesome," after a really good battle. However, like most third-person action games, the camera can become somewhat of an annoyance in the heat of battle, but this was rarely an issue. DmC is an origin story. Dante's origins are a little different than they've been told in the past, and, well, the explanation sequence is so masterfully done that I'll just play that and let you enjoy it. Pay close attention to the beautiful graffiti which accentuates Virgil's explanation.
There have always been angels, there have always been demons, and they've always been at war. 9 millennia ago, one demon rose through the ranks to take power over the dark hordes. The strongest, the cruelest, Mundus. But Mundus did not rise alone. At his right hand was his most trusted lieutenant, his blood brother, Sparta. But Sparta betrayed him. He fell in love with an angel, Eva. The secret union between angel and demon was inconceivable. But it happened. And with it came new life. Twin boys. You and I. A hybrid of the warring angel and demon races. When Mundus learned of Sparta's betrayal, his fury knew no limit. He hunted the lovers down. Eva was murdered by his own hand. And for Sparta, he demanded a more brutal fate. Endless punishment and pain. But even as Eva was destroyed, and Sparta was imprisoned for eternity, each knew that the seed for their revenge had already been sown. Because according to legend, the only beings that can slay a demon king are Nephilim, a hybrid of angel and demon. Those hybrids now exist, you and I.
The basic story of DmC is that the Demon King Mundus is enslaving mankind through debt. He's keeping them brainwashed with a popular drink called virility, which makes them unable to think for themselves, as well as keeping surveillance on everyone through the Raptor news network. Virgil, as leader of the Order, has set out to destroy the Demon King and end the enslavement of the human race. Mundus's power extends to the entire world of Limbo. Limbo is an extension of the real world. Humans inhabit the real world and demons inhabit Limbo. It keeps them separate. But the demonic powers of Mundus have allowed him to bend Limbo to his will. Because Dante is Nephilim, he can be pulled into Limbo. The entire world is out to kill Dante and hamper his attempts to overthrow Mundus's empire. And while in Limbo, you can't trust anything. The very ground itself could be ripped from beneath you with no warning whatsoever. For the first time in the series' history, the story of DmC was just as important as how much fun I was having with the combat system. Another strength of DmC is its fantastic boss battles. Big uglies were always a staple of the series, and DmC does not disappoint. While most of the fights aren't all that innovative, They're presented in such a way that each fight feels like an epic struggle against a super powerful opponent. If an encounter seems insurmountable at first attempt, you can go back over old levels to hunt down for collectibles, earn more points to unlock more abilities, or earn more red orbs to purchase more items from the shop. Your Dante is persistent across all playthroughs and difficulties, so if you are truly stuck, you can level him up a bit and go back for another try. DmC also does not penalise you for experimenting. When you unlock an ability, you can also choose to relock that ability if you don't like it, which refunds the point, so you can put it back into whatever you want to experiment with. There's also a leaderboard system which shows your place amongst your friends who play the game. There's a certain satisfaction that comes from being placed thousands of places in front of your friends. Ninja Theory have seemingly done the impossible. They have turned a series that used to be just about stylish action into a game with a compelling narrative, characters that feel real, and it becomes a very interesting social commentary on our world today. Personally, I'd like to see what they could do with a couple of other franchises that need rebooting, know what I'm saying? The only criticism I can level at this game is its lack of beards. There's really only one beard in the whole game, and it's more of a dirty Van Dyke than anything. While the lack of beards is very disappointing, all of the other great content almost makes up for it. Almost. I give this game the rating of... Wizard!
And you know what that means? That means it's a magical experience that you shouldn't miss. Now if you liked our video today, you can like it, you can comment, you can subscribe, because if you like it, we'll make some more. But if you don't, then we won't.